Hey Pisces, hi, it's Meredith. I am here with a monthly message for July 2021. I know it's been a long time. It's been about a year since I've done a monthly reading for any of the signs. So I've had requests, so here we are. Do like, share, subscribe here on the channel. It is deeply appreciated by me, and it helps the other Pisceans to see their reading as well. I think that's the brilliance of the YouTube algorithm at work. So the more likes, the more exposure. Okay, I combined two of my favorite decks for your reading, for all of the readings. So we have Sawyer's Path and Bonefire Tarot. You're a bit heavy on the Sawyer's Path, as you see, but this is what's come out of the shuffle. The point behind that is to see if you get cards in repetition. So if you get two of the same cards, it's really something for you to explore, investigate, journey with. And it brings a point of focus to what's super important to you at this time. All right, let's get into it. We've got oracle cards to do too, so it's all about the cards. Let's see how July is unfolding for you. Okay, let's rip the Band-Aid off. First and foremost, here is the Three of Swords. I'm actually not surprised to see this. It's shown up in another reading as well so far, and I feel a really strong connection to the energy or the astrological atmosphere influencing the energy atmosphere. And this comes out of, this Three of Swords is connected to the lunar and solar eclipses that we recently had, Mercury being in retrograde, which we're finally out of, but we still have Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, and now Neptune all in retrograde. And the feeling here is that the astrological atmosphere has triggered Three of Swords life experience for us. I have a feeling that a lot of Pisceans are taking a look at pain, loss, and sorrow of the past. That's what the Three of Swords is all about. But it feels like it's now, and it feels like it's real. And it can feel like everything that we've been holding in heart space, dreaming awake into our lives, has been fractured. That's the word I feel, fractured. Let's see what's going on with this three. What are we doing? Good. The Hanged Man. We are receiving enlightenment. We've actually taken a pause in the action and gone into some sort of neutral, which is excellent for Pisces to go neutral when this Three of Swords energy is present. So the Hanged Man is a pause in the action. It is a pause for enlightenment. It is looking at life through a different lens, a different perspective, and considering stepping through, a gateway or a portal to a new experience. So the feeling I have just between these two cards is, are you going to get hung up on pain, loss, and sorrow of the past as it runs through the filter of a wounded ego life experience and allow it to have influence over your now and your oncoming? I know, that's a big one. Really pause with that one. Pause the video and consider it even, because you're being encouraged to pause in the action, look at things through a different lens, have a different experience, perspective, and bring healing to this Three of Swords. Otherwise, this is going to repeat. But what is this Three of Swords doing? What is this experience of reminiscing through retrograde energy actually doing for Pisces? So first and foremost, we know it's bringing enlightenment. Yeah, right there into the Nine of Cups. So this is our dreams, our goals, our aspirations, manifestations. These are our prayers offered to the divine all. And this is fulfillment of that. And it feels as if this Three of Swords has the power to take all of that off the foundation. That's only possible if we let it, though. So what do we require at this time? We require unconditional kindness and compassion for our Three of Swords experiences in life. It's one thing to remember, recall, reminisce. It's another to plant seeds of manifestation in this energy. And that could be a feeling that is on overflow right now for Pisces in the retrograde atmosphere. So the invitation here is to be kind and compassionate to self. Understand that this Three of Swords and Nine of Cups are existing at the same time. So they're both real. The feelings are real. The thoughts that create the feelings are real. But they're meant to be validated and let go of. And the overflow of the Nine of Cups, that's the Ace of Cups to the power of 9 on overflow in our lives with our goals, dreams, prayers, manifestations, that's real too. I know, but the one feels stronger than the other. Let's see what else is going on. Six of Cups, there's the soulmate card. I love that it's there. There's a connection to the Wheel of Fortune on this card for me as well, because it feels like an alignment of destiny on this card. This is all about our soulmate relationship to self. I feel that this person here on the card is our soulful, eternal presence, giving to our earthly conscious awareness. So this card is a reminder to be your own best soulmate. So pause in the action, gather your gains here, garner your gains, and come into the Six of Cups with yourself. Give on overflow to yourself while simultaneously allowing pain, loss, and sorrow of the past to find its way out and through and off your foundation. And then we have the Empress. Yes, beautiful. Incubation, pregnancy, gestation, gentle changes. So we have nice sun energy here. We have it here in the Empress. I feel that the Nine of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Empress are your reality. And the feeling, Pisces, is that the Three of Swords reared its head. And it was shocking and a bit frightening, and has put Pisces in a position of like, okay, hold up, time out. Because, you know, here I've been watching the daily readings here on the channel, and what do we see so often? Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups, 10 of Cups, Four of Wands, and so on and so on. And that reality is a truth, but in a retrograde charged atmosphere, it can look and feel very differently, which stimulates that Three of Swords and may bring in a measure of fear that we have to deal with. And what do? Then we bring the Empress to it. She's the mother of tarot. We require self-nurturing. So do that, and it'll keep you in the Nine of Cups, Six of Cups energy. And then we have, a nice strong masculine. So we've got a nice strong feminine here in the Empress, and now we have the King of Wands. And I feel an energy of playfulness here. Pisces are great with playfulness. They are a playful sign. So the King of Wands, his mastery is wisdom, experience. It is inspiration and creative fire and passion and joy and happiness. So bring that into the really compassionate, nurturing energy of the Empress, and then leverage that on the Three of Swords, and then your Three of Swords doesn't stand a chance, does it? But I do want to say, just be patient and kind with yourself. This three is a passing energy. It's remnants of an old story that have come up in the retrograde season, and it can feel really real, very real. The feels are real. And then it's a pause. Take a pause, garner your gains, and know that your actual foundation is comprised of the Nine of Cups, the Empress, the King. All right. Yeah, and look at this next. The Sun, happiest card in tarot, and it's showing up nicely 1, 2, 3 times over right now in the reading. So this is bliss, brilliant clarity. You've got to bring your brilliant clarity to your Three of Swords and know that this is a fear from long ago. We all understand what it is to have pain, loss, and sorrow. none of us gets out of this life without experiencing those energies, emotions, feelings at one time or another. It's simply, though, that our connections today and the way that we are experiencing them feel so poignant, treasured, and cherished. And when the potential threat of the Three of Swords shows up, it can elicit fear within us that we're going to repeat this. So get a different perspective and trust your own strength and the fiery strength of the sun, because there's the Ten of Cups. Beautiful, really beautiful, with the Nine of Cups. So this is what's true. This is what's real, Pisces. And this is what requires healing. Next, you have the Five of Wands. Yeah, this is a petty inner squabble over, and look, they're bookending the reading. The two challenging cards on either end of your top row of cards. And look at all the goodness in the middle. This is what's true. This is what's in the periphery, and it feels real. What you want to acknowledge is that this is in the periphery or out on the outer edge of your sphere of influence. This is an energy making its way off your foundation. But it's really going to give a good old kick in the pants on its way out. All right, next. Yep. Yes. Oh, that's so amazing. So here's the Eight of Coins, right? Underneath the Three of Swords. And she doesn't look too enthusiastic. She looks a bit lackluster, but this is doing the work of our soul. Now let's come back here to the Six of Cups. That's our soulful presence, giving to our conscious waking awareness. And this Eight of Coins feels a bit like a ho-hum repeat. I'm repeating the Three of Swords. Let's just throw in a hypothetical situation. Let's just say you and your loving partner have had a bit of a Five of Wands, a little bit of a squabble, but that reminds you of prior relationship experience, right? And you're like, oh no, this is a red flag. Oh no, this amazing high vibe 5D relationship is going the way of a Three of Swords. No. You're doing the work of your soul over here on the Eight of Coins. And that means at some time you're going to have to do something in repetition. And in this retrograde season, you're going to take a look at the things that undermined prior experience and prior pain, loss, and sorrow within self-relationship. So this card reminds us that we're doing the work of our soul, and it's wise for us to trust ourselves, because we've seen ourselves through far worse than what this Five or this Three are suggesting. And part of doing the work of our soul means purging these energies, transforming them, upgrading them, and keeping our eye on the sun, on the Ten of Cups, on the Nine of Cups. Coming with this, I'd say we do it successfully because, you know, consecutive cards in the same suit, we now have the Nine of Pentacles. This is all about self-sovereignty. This is about you trusting yourself, knowing that you've made all of this possible. Excellent. And then we have, oh, another king, King of Cups. When he shows up, look, he's got all this behind him. See, he's facing this way. All of this energy is behind him. So not only is the Three of Swords and the Five of Wands behind him, but what else is backing him is enlightenment, dreams coming true, soulful presence, incubation, gestation, and birth for more. The strength of another king, in fire even, you know, passion, creativity. Then we have the sun and the Ten of Cups. That's all behind the mastery of this king. And he brings what? A healing of the heart. Three of Swords. Beautiful. That's exquisite, actually. Okay, next we have, oh my gosh, I just looked at all three. Oh, yeah. What's he looking at? What is he leveraging all of this exquisite energy on? Eight of Swords, Five of Coins, and Four of Cups. Because that's what the Three and the Five can evoke within us when we feel a sense of uncertainty, when we do feel these energies, the pain, loss, and sorrow of way back when. And the healing of the heart is having the boldness and the mastery to take a look at these things full in the face and say, yes, this is how far I've come. I have overcome my mental traps. I've torn off the blindfold. I've taken myself out of the knots. I've stepped out of the ring of swords. I've stopped the vulture thoughts. And in so doing, I brought myself in from the cold. I blessed myself through the instability of past experiences. And for a while, it may have felt emotionally neutral and a bit lackluster. But eventually the sun came out and it was shining on the Ace of Cups. And it is the Ace of Cups that put everything in motion for the 9 and the 10 and the Sun and the Empress to become a reality. So it is the healing of the heart that has us dealing with these challenging energies over here and ultimately sets us free. And where's that all going? Beautiful. Yes, more sun energy there. It's all over the reading. It's gorgeous. And the Fool is a completely fresh, renewed experience. It's what we're giving birth to from the Empress. We're setting ourselves free. We're traveling light. All that other stuff is behind us. And where's it going? Into the 10 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups shows up twice in the reading. And if you take this Ace of Cups or this Ace of Cups and you add it to the 9 of Cups, you get more 10. So this is what's real. This is what we have created and continue to create. And look, the sun's there again. And then supporting all that is the Queen of Swords. And I love that she shows up right here, right now, because she's all heart. I know she has a reputation for otherwise, but she's discerning. She makes crystal clear, brilliantly clear, in the light of all this sunshine, decisions. And what is she deciding for? Personal liberation and freedom, and to live a life of loving overflow and bliss. And that's all over the reading. She's a no-nonsense queen. She runs her sword right through BS the moment she spots it. And that's what you're being invited to do with the Queen and the 3 here, because her Ace of Swords added to these 3 swords makes the 4 of Swords. And the 4 of Swords is rest and relaxation for the spiritual warrior, which I feel we've got here with the Hanged Man. So take a time out, garner your gains, take a look at what's real, and understand that this is passing. And so is this. And it's bringing a greater stability. Beautiful, Pisces. Okay, your animal spirit for the month of July is Sandpiper Spirit. I did say be playful. That's the message. You know, engage your Fool, engage your King of Wands, and be playful. Play within your life, and that creates a ripple effect of joy all over the place. And then your Lenormand card is Book. And I feel that this is an invitation for you to go to past journal entries and get some knowledge and get some perspective, Hanged Man, for the journey you've walked. And you'll see that you're so far from this 3 or this 5 that it'll quell any potential fears in the now. All right. Angel answers. This is an opportunity for you to ask a question, get confirmation. You know these. If you've been watching the dailies, you know what these are for. Beautiful. Our first card, remain positive. Yes, exactly. And use the book energy there. Again, go back and watch old videos, old Pisces videos if you want, and see how far you've come. See how this story has evolved. Or check your journal entries. Yeah, look at this. Big happy changes. You're living those big happy changes now. I feel like that 3 of Swords is like a thorn. Like you picked up a rose and got bit by a thorn, you know? And then no need to worry. Beautiful. Run your sword through worry. One more. Beautiful. Emphatic success. You've got it. You got it, Pisces. You got this. Thank you so much for watching the video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Leave some comments, like, share, subscribe here on the channel. As I said earlier, it is so appreciated. Have a beautiful July. Peace, love, joy, and happy to you. Namaste.